morning, Bethlehem. It's a great week, and we're getting ready for Holy Week. So there's a few things going on today. First, a quick check-in reminder. You can scan the QR code on the form you received, or you can go to the app or the website and access the form there. First-time guest, thank you for joining us today. We love to see all of you. Feel free to stop at the Connection Center, and we have a gift, and then we'll also make a donation on your behalf. Now, this is a special week in our church calendar, so we are going to be blessed in Holy Week, worship with the leadership of our elders, and we have a special guest coming in, Pastor Ryan Matthias. He is a campus pastor at Concordia University, Nebraska, and is also related to Tim and Liz, their brother-in-law. And then reminder, we have no groups meeting on Wednesday. We do not have dinner or any Bible studies on Wednesday, April 1st. For Maundy, Thursday, April 2nd, we are serving with communion at 7 o'clock p.m. And we'll remember Jesus' Last Supper and his introduction to love one another. Good Friday on April 3rd is our Tenebrae Service of Darkness. It's our traditional service at 7 p.m. And then for Easter Sunday, we have that going on. Regular worship will be at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. The hospitality team is going to treat us to a continental breakfast, so that begins after the first service. And we're also going to have photo opportunities and an egg hunt, which is following after the 10 a.m. service. And if you'd like to put some serving challenge action into place, we would love to have some help with anybody that's willing to greet or be an usher that day. And now we're going to have an update on the call committee. So I have my co-chair, Tom, is going to kick us off first.
So, bit of good news if you didn't catch it in the prayers and you didn't get an email or text. And by the way, if you didn't get a text, that means we don't have your phone number. Please see Anna afterwards, because we want to make sure everybody's in our family of communication. But Pastor Jared Cooksey called us on Monday of this past week and informed us that he has accepted the call to become our next pastor. So, yeah. Great news there. There is, as you can imagine, in any relocation, lots and lots of details to be worked out, both on our side and on his side there in Minnesota. So we'd ask that you continue to keep him in prayer in that way. And that's what we know about the call. I'm going to have Anna now share some of the things that might be coming up in the future.
All right, so the first one will be an installation service, and that will be coordinated with district office. We've had some initial conversations already with President Gibson, as he will be the one doing the installation. There's also some parts of that, because it is Pastor Jared's ceremony and his service for his installation, that finding a pastor that he wants to have speak at that. So there's a lot of details that are going to be worked through. We're not going to have any date anytime soon. As soon as we have a date, we will communicate with everyone here, because everyone will be invited. There's right now, obviously our focus is going to be on Holy Week. It's also the same for Pastor Jared with his church. He also has a lot of details on his seating he needs to work through. The housing area, transition his own church at Christ Lutheran. So there's going to be a lot of unknowns over the next few weeks. We anticipate it'll be pretty quiet for about the next 3 to 4 weeks. But as Tom and I receive more information, we will make sure all of you have that. I know everybody is excited to have him here. He has committed to being here by VBS. We'll pitch this at mid-June. So we do know at least that much right now.
All right, so that's what we have for the call committee. I did want to have one last announcement as it relates to the Serving Challenge. So for the last 6 weeks, we've been going through the Serving Challenge book, and I hope that you had it and could follow along even if you weren't part of a small group. And we've been challenged by the author, but more than that, we've been challenged by Jesus, who's kind of set a great example for us to serve. And we didn't want to end this and just say, well, that was a great thing to learn. Now it's time for us to all go to work. So out in the courtyard, you will find some tables and some individuals who are there just to talk about some of the areas of ministry that we have. You've also received, or should have received on the way in, a piece of paper, all the different areas in our church, ways that you can serve large and small. There is no small job in church work. It's serving. And so we just encourage you out to get involved. If you're not already involved in a ministry, to find some way to connect in that way. But there'll be tables out there, and you can ask any questions you want.